going on, everyone? Darkwater here, and welcome to Frostpunk 2. Frostpunk 2 just came out. I'm both excited and apprehensive to play it, because I'm going to end up killing a lot of people, and this is going to be a trial of failures, I would imagine. Let's jump into story, I guess? So there's story mode, and then there's a Utopia builder, which is kind of a... I almost want to call it like a sandbox mode. But let's jump into story first, and we will see what we've got. Well, we've got the prologue, obviously. In 1887, the world froze to death. Civilization crumbled. The falling British Empire built generators to support cities of evacuees. Cities that would become the last on Earth. Whether huddled by a generator or out in the open frostland, those that survived were shaped by the ordeal. 30 years later, all became very different people. So it looks like we've got a couple different difficulty levels. It looks like you could actually adjust the difficulties within as well. So there's Citizen, which is moderate challenge, but with a margin of error, room to correct. There is Officer, which is a challenging endeavor, still with margin for error, but otherwise demanding focus and planning. Demanding challenge with little room for error, requiring meticulous planning and the ability to manage concurrent crises. And then there's Captain, which is an extreme challenge with almost no room for error, requiring perfect planning, ability to deal with mounting catastrophes when plans inevitably fail. You know what? I think we're just going to start with Citizen, and we will go from there. We might play Captain at some point, but I've got a feeling, even playing as Citizen, I'm going to end up killing a lot of people. But hopefully you guys are having a good day and are excited to jump into the world of Frostpunk. So it sounds like these are the next generation after the last one that we had in Frostpunk 1. I will put a link to the playthrough of that down in the description below.
Captain.
Can you hear us? Captain!
Do you hear us?
A generation ago, we fled the crumbling British Empire as the world froze around us. I held New London together. United, we survived 30 years of whiteouts. But the world around us is dead. Empty.
Ripe for taking. The city grows.
Festers.
Merely surviving is not enough. We have to expand. After all, it's us who survived the end of the world. It's us who survived.
Yes.
Alright, so Prologue, The Wanderers. We've been roaming the frozen desert for years. Many of us do not remember a world before the Great Frost. Now, another whiteout is coming, and we've reached the old machine. Again, we will rely on its furnace to provide heat through the storm. In the past, we've always made sure there was enough supplies for the next whiteout, but our numbers have grown through the years. Providing for everyone is getting harder and harder. Obviously, we must survive. Ooh, there's water down over here. So from what I understand, this is a little bit different than the first one in that you're not placing individual houses and buildings, you're placing more districts, and then you're going and interacting with the district itself, as well as different factions within the quote-unquote government. But we need to fight the cold. The old dreadnought remains in pieces under layers of snow, but their scattered wagons still have resources inside. First, we must break the ice to reach one of the oil wagons and construct an extraction district to use it. Then we can turn on the dreadnought's furnace to heat us. We will restart the furnace. Let's pause for a second and see what we actually have here. So, zoom out a little bit. Oh, hey, we've got different things that we are going to be gathering. I don't want that. I don't want that. Can I get rid of you? Maybe? Okay, so we've got the oil wagon, construction wagon. So that gets us prefabs. Oil obviously gets us fuel. Are you plant? Yeah, you're fertile soil, which will give us food. So there's a couple of those. You're a maintenance wagon. Maintenance wagon, you're more fertile, oil, construction, and a seal colony. Did I read that right? Yeah. Oh, that's 40K. That's 21. What is this? 21. So this is going to be the place to go. But first we need to frost break to an oil wagon to construct an extraction district. We need to turn on the furnace at the dreadnought wreck to provide heat, which I assume is you? Yes. Oh, that's going to bother me. You have to kind of be on top of it in order to actually read it. So you got the district. We've got 10 shelters from the dreadnought wreck. Heat demand is 20. So one district can affect others. And that'll show you that. We've got no fuel. Obviously, demand is going to be high. What do we have at the top? We've got our population, 3,000, is steadily rising. For now, because apparently we've got the whiteout arriving in a week. Really? In a week? Oh, 88 weeks. Okay. It just defaults to a week, apparently. Workforce available. Overall, 1950. So 65% of the population. I assume these are the people that are not working. We've got 200 in scrap, 750 in prefabs. What are prefabs specifically? We can go into the tutorial. Prefabs, prefabricated building components assembled at the construction site into buildings, hubs, or districts. You can obtain prefabs from ruins and maintenance wagons or abandoned ruins by creating an extraction district. And when you run out of prefabs to build anything, you can demolish one of your existing districts. Okay. So it's just another resource you need to collect. Heat is scarce, obviously. Oil is absent, obviously. We've got our minor coal that's growing colder. Shelter, 10 available, 30 is not. I assume each district can hold 10, maybe? I don't know. We'll have to see. Food's scarce, obviously, and materials are absent. We've got our temperature over here and our tutorials and settings. Down here, we've got our construct district. So there's the housing district. So one housing district gets us 100 workforce, 140 prefabs, and 60 scraps. I assume that's the requirement to construct it. Requirements are 100 workforce that provides us 15 shelter. So we're going to need at least 2 housing districts, probably in this neck of the woods. Food, 200, 140, and 60. Output is 45 and 80. Why is it 45 and 80? I don't know. Extraction district. Output is 20 per week in prefabs, 150 materials, or 60 oil. But that's dependent upon the extraction of whatever oil or prefabs or whatever. Construct hubs. So this is basically a stockpile. So stockpile for food is increased in proximity. Workforce demands in the neighboring food districts is decreased. So we want this near food districts, it sounds like, and a frost break area. Okay, so I guess we'll start, because we have to frost break to an oil wagon, so I assume we're going to go to here first, and then probably up to there as well. I assume yellow is good. That kind of covers us. Can I get us over? Almost. So that's 8 that we could do for a frost break. Guess we'll go ahead and let it run. Can I do a second one? Oh, it looks like I can. Okay. I want to get down to the seals because that's going to be the bulk of the food. I don't think... Oh, I don't think I can do a second one. Can I? Oh, no, I have to start on one of those. Got it. So I probably can't take this way. I think we have to go this way. So food's going to be a thing, so we will frost break all the way to here. And I don't know if we can get through to here. Once we get the frost break, I assume we can do an extraction here. Relation is neutral for the Wanderers. We've been roaming the cold, harsh world for many years. May the black path lead us. May we tread to the promised land. There are special favors and trust. Give some scraps back to people. That'll greatly improve to the Wanderers. Those working should donate their saved scraps. Hunger is significantly increased. Food demand per capita is decreased. Let's leave that for the time being. It looks like... Do we have... Apparently I have to do all 8. Looks like we've got that done, so we can... Extraction district. Select 3 tiles to construct a district. Okay, there we go. So that's going to construct our oil district. The food district down here. I can go under there. Okay, so we're gonna head straight over here for the seals. I want the seals. I assume the whiteout is similar to in the first game, the Giant Storm. So that'll be something we're gonna need to contend with. Can I set up a food district down here? No, not yet. I don't think I can set the... Nope, I can't set up the extraction over here, but I can set up a housing district. Do we set up a housing district, do you think? So housing district is 1 of 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm probably going to want to knock out this area next. I know I could speed it up. I'm just going to let it run at a slower pace for just a minute, so until I figure out exactly what I'm doing and what I'm not doing. We've got these big old machines that are breaking up the ice, it looks like. Are you done? Can I do an extraction district here? There we go. Oh, no. Can I... Okay, I can delete and change my mind. So you are almost done. Oh, I need scrap. That's a problem. No, I want this. So you're prefabs. I don't think you're what I want. I think you are what I want. But I think I need materials. No, where do I get scrap from? Is scrap from the population? Yes. Okay, that's interesting. But we're building our first housing district over here. Okay, so this should get us oil. Oil. As the thick black liquid oozes through the pipes, our people rejoice. The carcass of this old machine is a testament to the hard times that made us, but more importantly, it's our haven in the storm. It has allowed us to weather many whiteouts and will do so again. We have oil, we can turn on the furnace. Select the Dreadnought Rect to access the furnace controls. Once turned on, the Dreadnought's furnace will automatically convert oil to heat. That's housing. Heat. Crank's on. Alright. So these guys will start to get heat. The furnace is on. We have enough oil to cover our needs, but the cold will still affect our people until they have proper shelter. Housing will protect us from the cold if built in close proximity to other housing or the furnace itself. Okay. So you need your housing built relatively close to keep them warm. However, we need prefab for construction parts. We brought some with us. The rest we'll need to scavenge. Okay. But we got some heat going. So we need houses built next to other houses. And that will take care of things. Let's go ahead and get the other housing built. Oh yeah, because you can see that here is where the heat is. It's a plus 20. And it looks like it's plus 20 on this side as well, so... So that's near generator and near another housing district. So that gets us a lot of heat. As long as we keep the oil pumping. We still require 24 more scrap because I just built a bunch of houses. Speed things up a little bit till we get stuff built. Okay, so You... Can I click on you? No. There we go. Okay, so 23 weeks remaining of the prehab, and this is total output. So it requires the amount of people we need, but it also lowers the amount that we're working with. Go ahead and crank this up. What is this? Emergency shifts? Okay, so trust falls, but efficiency is increased. There's not a... Oh, it's down here. Overall trust is accepted, so this is the trust bar that we had on the last game. Not affected by neutral wanderers, which is 100% of the city. Okay, well that's fine. So we need to build a second housing district. Oh, we already did the other two already. Well, that's... works for me. You are finishing up the other housing district. We need food. That's scarce. Can I build? We've established some heat and shelter for our people. We now must turn our attention to the incoming whiteout. First, we must frostbreak to the small patches of fertile soil. I'm way ahead of you already. We must move quickly so no one starves. Got it. Can I create a food district down here yet? Yes. So we can do that. We'll go ahead and create a food district. We're better prepared for this when the whiteout hits. Okay. Thanks, Chillin. Can we continue? Now I'm kind of confused on this path over here. Did we lose part of this path? Oh, I can actually start up here. Didn't realize that. I'm operating that all this city is connected? Okay, so there's an oil wagon down here as well. So that'll help us. Sick and injured? One registered as sick. So, housing. We are currently, I don't want to say at capacity, but that's pretty close to what it is. I should probably also be heading over to the maintenance wagon. Can I do another? There's one there, there's one back there, so... Scrap's gonna be a hot commodity, isn't it? What I wanted. So this is affecting the current district. This is affecting other districts, which is the 20. Does this guy get affected by having houses next to you? Looks like no. It's only housing affecting other housing. We've secured our immediate survival. We now have a stockpile, as much food as we can before the whiteout forces us to take shelter. To do that, we need to produce more food than our current demand. We'll be ready. Let's pause for a second. Stockpile enough food, 40,000. We're actually, materials are scarce. We're at -8 as it is, so... Okay, emergency shifts, that pops us up to 56. Let's hold off on that. There's nothing next to that. I wonder if we should be adding housing over there? Although it looks like there are houses there. So I'm thinking that we don't need to add a housing district immediately next to, in order to keep people working, I guess, is the word I want. Okay. So our seals will be broken out here momentarily. You guys are working your way over here. We're gonna need more food. Wasn't there a... I hate that that goes away. So there's more fertile soil there. I don't have enough scrap. I'm just shy on scrap, actually. I'm gonna hold off. Okay, we've got enough scrap. Let's get a food district here. What are you? Finnan Kell, 42, he's a gardener, pouring sand in his hands. We've been here so many times, the soil is depleting. A couple more, and there will be no point erecting the hothouses. There will be nothing to grow food on. And the yield is so low, either we pull emergency shifts or tighten our belts. Otherwise, there might not be enough for everyone. We might not be able to fill food stockpiles without exceptional measures. Consider asking the Wanderers to tighten their belt or install emergency food shifts in food districts. Okay, so maybe we do need to crank that up. And are you available? Yes. Yes, you are. Because I want this one. Because this has enough food to get us through. Because these only have half of what we actually are going to need. Still have scraps. We need you. And can I make it you? Yes. Just under 2,000 weeks. Well, that'll work well. How are you doing? 10 weeks. That's a problem. Oil, 132 weeks will be past that. I'm okay with that. You were a prefab as well. So we're gonna get this prefab going. How are we on housing? We seem to be okay on housing. Food surplus. There was a stockpile, right? That's what this is? Yeah. So 15k stockpile capacity for food is increased. Proximity, workforce demand in neighboring food districts is decreased. So I think we wanted it like here. And if I put it down over in this neck of the woods, it kind of comes up. Oh, I don't need to have it there. I can put it up here. But this gets it near... So having it here reduces the workforce requirement by 10%. So we will definitely put one there. You're frost breaking over here. 44 weeks. We might actually be able to do this. I want extraction, but I need more scrap. So I need you. And I probably need one of you as well. What's the trouble? The mysterious symbol, the captain's legacy. One of our frost-breaking crew uncovered the frozen remains of a man in a tattered uniform. His patch reads, New London Scouts, 3rd Platoon, and he bears an obscure insignia. This was 30 years ago. Okay. Some of our elders' claims it belonged to a military organization, while others argue it had religious significance. Maybe you've heard of this New London before. It could settle their debate. It symbolizes order. New London is a city of discipline that follows a strong leadership where militant squads keep the peace. I think that's actually what I did in the first one. It symbolizes faith, or I don't recognize it. I don't know, it's all a mystery. Let's stick with order, because that's what we had in the last playthrough on Frostpunk 1. I don't want to instruct them to tighten their belts. Just yet. Are you guys working overtime? No. You guys are out clubbing baby seals. Ah, so that's where the 80 comes from. Do we crank it up and upset people a little bit more? I don't know. What's the trouble? Squalor. Each day the wind grows fiercer. It relentlessly beats against our buildings, weakening the structure gust by gust. Without raw materials to repair the damage, our districts will deteriorate. The more we build, the more materials we will need. I will get more materials. Relations marginally improve with the Wanderers. Let's pause for a second, because I was actually coming to do that right now, in fact. Nope. Okay, so you're going to build that. We are still stockpiling away. This reef, whenever you go through and frost break an area, it looks like it refreezes with time. What is the... oh, it's 30 scrap. See, we're okay on housing. I don't know if we need to add any more. I'm tempted to, but I'm not 100% on that. Nope, that's not what I wanted. I kind of want to do a housing district down here just to see how the game reacts to having houses down here. Okay, so you're up. You currently have 170? No, that is current unemployed. Okay. Got it. So we're towing the line with how many people we've got available to work. This is going to probably drop us more. You have no resources, so let's go ahead and demolish you. Good work. We've gathered enough materials to maintain our district. Time to focus on stockpiling. We're working on that. Trust has risen, though. I did not crank you up. But I'm curious about the heat. Because if I connect a housing district over here... Does that add heat to this area? It says heat output, increase the heat output to fulfill this demand. I wish I could. But I don't know if the food district is going to affect the neighboring housing district. Freya Klinghorn, seamstress. My knees ache. My fingers are so stiff. I can't hold the needle anymore. I've lived a full life, and it warms my heart to see little Betty and Jacob playing by the evening fire. But maybe this is it. I've talked with the other elders. If it comes to it, we will go. I won't let my grandchild starve. Some people are ready to sacrifice themselves to lower the food required. Well, it looks like we're going to be okay with the food. You don't need to jump ship on this just yet. Are we going to need to... We're going to need more oil? We might need more oil. There's the other one down over here. Oh. I need to ice break that again, I guess. Because apparently it's frosted over or something. You were the other maintenance wagon. Let's go ahead and do that. I'm tempted. Oh, that's a big chunk of weeks. I was tempted to put a second shift here and just kind of knock out the... That's 18 weeks. We're going to run out of prefab soon. And I don't know what we're going to do when we get to that point. Although we don't really need anything else. Okay, you. Heat requirement is 4. Because it's too far from the generator. Okay. And you're 20. Let's... I know it's going to be dumb to do this. But we may get rid of this if need be. So basically you want to just kind of... I don't know if you could daisy chain your housing. If it would just be like a straight line of heat. And... because it doesn't look like these two are affecting each other. I just don't know what I can do to increase the heat. But yeah, we don't have enough oil right now. Can I extract more? Okay, so you are hammering away over there. That's good. We're still cranking through food. 23 weeks at the current rate. What do you give me if I double you? Up to 100. Takes us down to 19 weeks. Heat demand is increased. Apparently the temperature is dropping. Now in the other game, I could up the... Huh. I could increase the the temperature. It looks like it's going to be increasing in a couple days, but it looks like it's going to get nastier first. Some of the people have froze to death. We have 30 people that froze to death. I mean, I guess it's... Come on. Turning on the overdrive. I don't know how long that's going to last. But we do have a storm coming through, it looks like. Oh no, that's the whiteout. Never mind. Okay, let's crank that back for a second. I kind of think we need more oil. Trust and relations fall every time people die. Yeah. We mourn those who have recently passed, as is our custom. We take them to the oil pits. We gently lower their bodies into the thick blackness. The fuel that keeps us warm in life likewise preserves us in death. But the death erodes trust in our leaders. Without trust, there is no future. Got it. Stockpile is almost full, but we still need more for the whiteout. Our food wagons themselves will be buried under the storm. We should build more warehouses to preserve the stockpiles so we can readily access them. Okay. Nope, that's not what I want. I want food stockpile. There's one here already. So I guess we'll build one there. I don't have the workforce. Was this guy always here? I don't even know. "15 weeks, 14 weeks, we still have 40 weeks to go." Okay. Yeah, I'm concerned about oil. Because it looks like our input is equaling our output. So, what affects output in these districts then? That might be something we just have to find out for ourselves. Oh, there was another oil right there. Oh, you are nearly depleted. That's fine. Because once you're depleted, then we can come in and demolish you, build one over here. Do I need a food stockpile hub near here? I don't know. Yeah, so nothing's affecting this housing district. And I'm tempted to bulldoze it. Because it's not like we need the houses. Because that takes us back down to even. That also, I think, frees up 100 people in our workforce. But we can do another extraction district over here to extract oil as well, and that might be enough to push us through. This will speed things up a little bit. Okay. Pause. You are out, so we'll go ahead and demolish that district. We have 215. I kind of want to... Oh, you are almost out as it is, so let's... No, give me that back. Oh, I don't have the workforce. That's a problem. But we're 3 weeks out. Okay. We secured enough food for the oncoming whiteout. Our workers will make some last-minute preparations before the storms. We should try and keep our people warm at this time. We will survive. Yes, let's pause. Okay. We're going to take off the emergency shifts. Okay. So, we've got enough food. Yeah, now we're just waiting until the storm hits. And it's now just kind of stockpiling fuel. Wait, didn't I turn you off? Oh, no. It's that resource is almost depleted. And I still don't have 300 workers, huh? You're 180. What are you running? You're also running 180. Okay. So it looks like the district is locked in at a particular number. Speed things up a little bit, see if we can... Yeah, I don't have the staff. Which one is full? I assume it's this guy. It doesn't specify, does it? I feel like this should show what the area is affecting, but apparently not. But I've got a second stockpile down here. I assume it's taking that into consideration? How much oil do you have left? Oh, you have 87 weeks. So I could pull 30. Drops my output by 12. Let's just run what we're at. Worst case scenario, whenever this gets depleted, we'll be able to pull folks from there. This is a lot more management than the first one, which is interesting. Okay, the whiteout is here. I'm hoping we can survive this. Against all odds, when the whiteout hit the camp, the wanderers are ready. Everyone was thankful. We acted fast and gathered enough food in time. The miracle of the seal colony strengthened our hope that our journey will lead to a promised land. Our elders have added this story to our great tale, and alongside warnings, about a sinful city that still pumps smoke into the sky. Well, we survived the prologue. Well, that's a plus. Yeah, now what? The old captain is dead, New London is weak. Food is running low, overpopulation looms, coal is running out. People yearn for a future worth dreaming of, but is it the same future for all? Keep the city together, or hold its hand on its deathbed. Chapter 1, Scraping the Barrel. Coal is running out. Captain is dead. Growing division brought city maintenance to a grinding halt. Now New London is left to suffer the consequences. As steward, it is your charge to lead, but you must prove yourself. The overcrowded city is low on resources. Use this warmer year to build more shelter, secure coal, and power the generator back on. Well, I think that's going to have to wait until next time. I'm going to go ahead and leave this here. Thank you all for watching. I appreciate you guys for being here, and I look forward to seeing you guys again in Frostpunk 2. And as always, I hope you guys have yourselves a spectacular day.